Welcome to the Occupational Therapy Theory presentation in the Inclusive Community Spaces Learning module. By the end of this presentation, participants will be able to identify the environment as a component of many occupational therapy theories and apply one occupational therapy theory to the context of inclusive community spaces. The environment is an important component in many occupational therapy theories. Some of the most commonly used occupational theories include the model of human occupation, the Person-Environment Occupation Model, or PEO, the Person-Environment Occupational Performance Model, or PEOP. All of these theories consider the impact of the environment on the person as well as the occupation and their occupational performance. In this presentation, we're going to apply the Person-Environment Occupation Model, or PEO, to the context of inclusive community spaces. So PEO, the important components are the person, the environment, and the occupation. And then in the center, you have occupational performance. So the person includes things like strength, range of motion, frustration tolerance, cognition, visual acuity, balance, things like that. The environment includes aspects such as the architectural environment, the social environment, the temporal environment, the different aspects of environment that we've been discussing. And the occupation is what the person does in the environment. And a person engaging in an occupation in a real-world environment is occupational performance and how well that happens. So let's apply this. So in a scenario where a wheelchair user has to go to the bathroom in a public space and they have to do a wheelchair transfer from their wheelchair to the toilet. Considerations for the person are things like their range of motion, their strength, their ability to navigate their wheelchair. So those are factors affecting the person's ability to engage in a wheelchair transfer. The occupation is the transfer from the wheelchair to the toilet, followed by the toileting occupations. So that's what needs to be done. And the environment is the bathroom in which the transfer takes place. And this includes considerations like handrails, the size of the stall, where the stall is located in the overall building. So what we can see in this model is the model tells us that the person, environment, and occupation are all important and that they affect occupational performance. But according to this model, if we can change the environment, you see that the environment circle has pushed in. We've made the environment more supportive, so that means this occupational performance is larger or better. So a more supportive environment, so a stall that's larger, that has grab bars to make the transfer easier. Maybe the toilet has an automatic sensor, so flushing isn't as difficult. Occupational performance of the toilet transfer and toileting is better than an environment where in the original maybe the toilet stall is smaller, maybe there is a lack of grab bars, and so occupational performance is declined. And so this is just one example of how an occupational therapy theory identifies the environment as an important aspect and can help clinicians, such as occupational therapy practitioners, guide the evaluation and treatment process.